Since 2 weeks ago, we finally got a brand new chapter to the Dragon Ball Super manga, and I'm not gonna lie, it is actually interesting to even hear any news about the manga in general ever since Akira Toriyama passed away. It is interesting, but also at the same time, I feel like they're just trying to do something with the manga since Torotaro's just there. I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like they kind of just were like, well, we're not entirely sure how to continue the story right now without Kira. Maybe we should just try to do something with the manga at the moment and maybe just go in this direction. Now, this chapter is a prequel to Saiyaman X1 and X2, which is how they pretty much got the idea of becoming this whole superhero thing, kind of like almost the same thing as Gohan did with the Great Saiyaman. It's not a bad story. It does seem a bit intriguing, like how it all happened this way, but I do also like how we randomly got Gohan in this story too, which I was really excited to even see personally. But the whole point of this is pretty much how Trunks just got the idea of saying, let's just be superheroes now, even though we got this superhero that is, you know, doing movies and TV shows and that, and he cleans all the dirt and all that stuff. So, but anyways, the whole point of the story is just literally them being in high school and then going on a field trip, and then sure enough, that is when they meet the guy, even though it was just a movie being filmed there, and sure enough, he actually does have powers, but you find out at the end, it was actually Gohan that was actually the guy. So, maybe Gohan kind of taught them a thing or two about like hiding identities and, you know, how to protect your family and friends and all that if you have enemies that are trying to come after you, which you think you would catch on by now, like how their family kind of like goes through this stuff. Like, think about it, like you got Frieza and all that, all these enemies that are still trying to go after their family, even though maybe not them particular, but they're still going after the main characters no matter what the reason is. They're just still going. But anyways, of course, Gohan was in the suit at the time, even though somebody else was supposed to take the suit to partake in the film. But it's just funny how like it just was a coincidence that he ended up being at that position and having, you know, actually thieves and all that. But the one thing I do want to point out this whole chapter is the statues, which I think is very intriguing. They got the Hercules statue. They even got a Goku with a question mark on his face because he's unknown apparently. And the one that really stood out to me was Alibu. Now, if people do remember Alibu, it is a guy that is from the other world that Goku meets up, and he is part of his universe, of course, so he is like from a different time, from like centuries ago or something like that, but like he probably knew King Kai before Goku did, and it's just very intriguing. Like, they had a statue of him in this museum, and I know there's other fighters that were also shown in this that I probably could like break down if I wanted to, bit by bit, of who these statues are and stuff like that. But overall, it's not a bad story, and yes, it has some details, maybe some stuff that maybe people were questioning and stuff, and just like how this became a thing, or whatever the case may be. But it's not a bad story. It's just a little quick filler, just a special off one story, so it's not really going to continue with anything with it, but it's just a prequel to that one chapter we got to Super Manga not too long ago. So not bad and all, but for the rating, I do gotta give it, I would say maybe about like a 6.5. It's not like something that's like stands out or whatever the case is. Like I said, there was like a few moments where I was like very shocked to see like how Gohan was actually that guy in the suit, and also too, like I said, it was really cool to see all these statues and Goku with a question mark on his head, which I think is really funny. But overall, it's just a little quick manga that I feel like they kind of just threw it out there just to let people know like the manga is still going, but we don't really have a great idea what's going to happen right now. So it's really nice that they did that either way, but still, overall, I just can't wait to see what's going to happen with the manga down the line. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. That's pretty much it. So other than that, guys, hope you guys are watching live for more subscribe new, of course, and I will see you, of course, in the next videos. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.